Sometimes silence can betray louder than words. The Friend Who Stayed Silent. Episode 1. Ada and Ife had been best friends since childhood. They shared secrets, dreams, and even heartbreaks. But one night changed everything. At a birthday party, Ada overheard something she was never meant to hear. Hidden behind the curtains, she listened as people spoke of betrayal, of a trap being set for Ife. Her heart pounded. She wanted to rush out to warn her friend, but fear chained her feet. What if they discovered she was listening? What if the whispers turned against her too? So Ada stayed silent. She smiled through the night, laughed at the jokes, and hugged Ife tightly before they went home. But deep down, she knew her silence had already betrayed their friendship. And when Ife's life began to unravel in the days that followed, Ada carried the weight of a truth she never spoke. To be continued. Stay tuned. Her silence was the betrayal.
Silence can protect, but it can also destroy. Ada's tomorrow never came, and with each passing day, her silence turned into betrayal. The Friend Who Stayed Silent. Episode 2. The morning after the party, Ada couldn't shake the unease gnawing at her. Every laugh from Ife, every innocent smile made the guilt heavier. She wanted to speak. She wanted to confess. But each time she opened her mouth, fear sealed it shut. 2 days later, the whispers became real. Ife was accused of something she didn't do. A missing purse, a rumor, a lie carefully planted. Ada knew it was the very trap she had overheard. Ife's voice cracked as she tried to defend herself, but eyes turned cold. Friends avoided her. Trust dissolved overnight. Ada watched in silence, her chest burning. The truth was a stone lodged in her throat. She told herself, "Tomorrow I'll speak. Tomorrow I'll clear her name." But tomorrow came, and Ada stayed quiet. Each day that passed made her silence heavier, and Ife's pain sharper. And deep down, Ada realized she wasn't just keeping a secret anymore. She was becoming part of the betrayal. To be continued, the whispers became real. Her silence grew heavier. She was becoming part of the betrayal. Would you have spoken up no matter the risk?
Sometimes the hardest thing is not facing your enemies. It is confessing to the friend you love the most. Episode 3. The thread begins to fray. The days turned into weeks, if withdrew from everyone except Ada. At first, Ada thought it was loyalty, but soon she realized it was desperation. Ife had no one else to lean on. One night, Ife sat on Ada's bed, staring blankly at the ceiling. "You know what hurts the most?" she whispered. "Not that they betrayed me, but that no one warned me, not even my best friend." Ada froze. Her chest tightened. Did Ife suspect? Or was it just a cruel coincidence of words? She wanted to scream, "I knew! I heard it all. I should have told you." But fear gripped her again. Fear of Ife's anger. Fear of losing the only friendship that truly mattered. So she swallowed the truth and instead whispered, "I'm here for you, always." But in the silence that followed, Ada wondered, was she truly there for her friend? Or just hiding behind the comfort of her own cowardice? To be continued? The heaviest truths are the ones we never speak. Silence can protect or it can destroy. Would you tell the truth, even if it cost you everything? If you were Ada, would you speak up now or keep protecting yourself?
Continuation. The Friend Who Stayed Silent. Episode 4. The silence between Ada and Ife grew heavier with each passing day. They still met, still laughed sometimes, still shared meals like before. But beneath it all was a tension Ada could almost touch. One evening, as rain tapped softly against the window, Ife's voice broke the quiet. "Do you ever feel," she asked, staring into her cup, "that the people closest to you are the ones who let you down the hardest?" Ada's spoon froze halfway to her mouth. Her pulse raced. Ife didn't look at her. She just kept stirring the tea she never drank. But Ada could see the pain etched across her face. The guilt gnawed at Ada night after night. She replayed that party in her head, the laughter, the whispers, the trap, and her own silence. She wanted to tell Ife. She wanted to free them both. But every time the words rose, they caught in her throat like thorns. And so the distance stretched. Their friendship remained. But it was fragile now, a thread slowly fraying. Deep inside, Ada feared the day that thread would finally snap. To be continued? Sometimes silence doesn't keep peace. It breaks it slowly. A friendship can unravel thread by thread. Would you speak before it's too late? Ada can feel the distance growing, but still, she stays silent. Do you think Ada should finally tell Ife the truth before it's too late?
The Friend Who Stayed Silent. Episode 5. Sometimes the truth doesn't come from your enemy, but from your friend's silence. Ife had gone to visit a mutual friend, someone who had also been at that birthday party. They chatted casually, laughter filling the room, until a careless slip of the tongue changed everything. You know, the friend chuckled nervously when Ada told me she overheard them planning that trap. I didn't believe her at first, but it all makes sense now. The room went still. Ife's laughter died on her lips. Ada knew? She whispered. Her friend's eyes widened, realizing too late what they had revealed. That night, Ife didn't sleep. She sat in darkness, every memory replaying. The way Ada looked at her when she cried, the comfort, the promises, the silence. And it all shifted. Comfort turned to betrayal. Promises turned to lies. Silence turned to cruelty. By morning, her heart wasn't just broken by her enemies. It was shattered by the one person she thought would always protect her. Ada hadn't just stayed silent. She had chosen silence. And I finally understood. The deepest betrayal doesn't come from strangers. It comes from the friend who said nothing. Could you forgive such betrayal? She finally knew. Not from Ada's lips, but from someone else's mistake. The silence wasn't an accident, it was a choice. And choices have consequences. Could you ever forgive a friend who betrayed you, not by lying, but by saying nothing? To be continued.
The Friend Who Stayed Silent. Final episode. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing to heal, even when the scars remain. When Ife confronted Ada, the silence between them was heavier than words. I trusted you, Ife whispered, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. You could have warned me. You should have warned me. Ada's knees felt weak. The weight of her guilt came crashing down. I know, she choked, tears spilling. I was afraid, but fear is no excuse. I failed you, Ife, and I'll carry that forever. The room was quiet except for their trembling breaths. For a long moment, Ife said nothing. Then slowly she reached for Ada's hand. I can't forget what you did, she said softly. But I also can't forget the years of friendship before this. You hurt me. But maybe we can heal. Ada clutched her hand, sobbing, not with relief, but with the heavy truth that things would never be as they once were. Their friendship did not break that day, but it would never again be whole. Some bonds mend, but the cracks remain forever. Forgiveness doesn't erase the cracks. It teaches us to live with them. Some friendships don't break. They scar. Would you choose to forgive? If chose to hold on, Ada chose to change. Their friendship survived, but it would never be the same. Do you believe true forgiveness can heal a broken bond?